Hello there guys, this is Grim de la Mortis here, and we are playing a game today called Saelig. It's an alpha game available on Steam, and it's basically a simulator for life in the medieval era. So you basically start to play as a character, and you try to build up your family reputation, earn money, and get higher up in society. I think from little bits I've seen, I've not played this before, so from things that I've seen, I think you start off with the main character, you can get married, you can start a family, and you carry on down the generations, and you can buy businesses, and go from there, and basically grow your empire. So for this first episode, we're just going to go through the tutorial, and learn how to play the game. So let's go. If a car catches you breaking into property or pickpocketing, you will be fined. Funny that, I would have expected as much. Only if they catch you. So if you can do things like break into property, as it says. You can do arson. It's in fact an achievement to actually set light to other buildings, from what I saw as I was looking through. So that might be a name at some point in this game. But first, just to get through the different parts of the actual tutorial. So, okay, so here we are. Here is our little thing. So, welcome to Saelig. In this tutorial, we will teach you about the interface, camera controls, show you how to manage buildings, control your character, and interact with the world. Saving is disabled during the tutorial. So, let's do this all in one go. Okay, so here we have, when something is selected, its portrait and some basic info is displayed here. Clicking the portrait will warp the camera to location of the selected object. Your own house is currently selected. So here is my house. I have a lovely little house, identical to everyone else's houses here. Oh, actually, no, mine looks better than these guys, so whoopee. Okay, next. Here you'll find any buttons related to the management of the selected object. At the moment, I can't hover over. Oh, there we go. Some buildings will allow you to view inside them. This can be done by clicking the button or by double-clicking on the building itself. Unavailable during this stage of the tutorial. The storage overview. See, we've got 4 slots for storage. The storage overview shows you the inventory of the selected object. The visibility of the storage depends on the ownership or state of the selected object. In most cases, you can only view the storage of things that belong to you. Okay. This is my clock. Shows the current season and the position of the sun in the sky. You can hover over it for more specific detail. You can speed up time using the minus and plus keys on your keyboard. An indication of the current game speed will appear here if the game speed is anything but normal. So at the moment we're good. In the top bar, your money is displayed, and I am very wealthy by the looks of it. 10,000, that'd be lovely. Along with the people, the log, and the menu button. Okay, above is your family name. I am the Emsworth family, and I am a bloke in this one, as well as your family tree button. So I assume that's it on. To the left is your portrait. I look beautiful. Click this portrait to see or select your character. Double click it to warp to their location. These are my important buildings. At the top is the market. So this is not owned by me, but everyone can go there. And below is my house here. Any further buildings you buy will be added in here. You can hover over these buttons to see the building's name and any people or carts associated with it. Click the button to select the building and double click to warp your camera through the building. Okay, so now let's do camera controls. Okay, so we can move around with WASD, which is where I am, or arrow keys if you wish. Hold middle button or Alt to move. And, oh, here we go. We are looking around like crazy. Oh, hello. Scroll to zoom in, or QE. And once I'm comfortable, click Next. Okay, more tips. Hold Shift while moving to speed things up. So this is normal and speedy. Okay, got that. Left click on the buildings and carts to select them. Yeah, cart there. Yeah, okay. Press it to zoom. 2 selected. Oh, there we go. So I just held that, though it took a bit of a while to respond. So that's a bit slow. Use tab to open and close overview map. Oh, here we go. So this is the map of our little town, and this is the whole space that we're actually in. So most of it's very close by, and when I first had a little look at this, I thought that these were all different buildings. They're not. So the markers that you have over the buildings are what they produce. So here you've got like a bakery, this is a farm, this is the ale house or inn. You've got, I think that's like a wood hut and stone hut. I think they're like gatherers. This I don't have a clue. I'll have to zoom in that later. And then all the others are houses, and the little blue one is mine. Okay, so let's come out of that. Next. Now you will use what you've learned to find and buy a bakehouse, and we'll go through how to manage it. So we saw that before. So here's the bakehouse there, and I buy it with this little button. No, I wish to buy with the employees. Okay, great work. Remember, most buildings can be owned, but the AI characters will also try to buy them, so it pays to get in quick. When you own a building, you will notice new panels, such as trading and production, become available. So this is the trading window. So this is my little cart, Stella the tiny cart. And it allows you to trade between mobile inventories that are nearby, like your carts or your player. This window can be toggled with the T key or accessed by the trading button of information section. So I think that's one of these down here. This will also open automatically when you click on an inventory item. This panel shows your carts on the right, so I have this little cart, and lists your current employees, which I currently do not have. So now that I have the bakehouse, I will need an employer to employ a worker. There we go. Buildings usually come with workers, but for the tutorial I will need to hire one. Select your bakehouse and click the plus button in production. Here we go. And we have a whole list of people. And if you look at their names, they're actually with the times, so that's quite interesting. So I'm the Emsworth family. I don't know what my character's name is, like his individual name. But then we've got all these different people. So you've got the Spalding family, and her actual name is Athelinda. I think Athelinda. You've got Sin, Pierce, Rodrida, and Firen. So I get to choose one of these. So I'm just going to go for Athelinda with the Spalding family. Great work. Your new character will now rush over and get ready to work. And here she is. This is her stat. So she's a woman, she's 29, and she's now a baker. And you have all this equipment for the character, and you have her personal storage. Oh, and well fed. So immunity increase. So I was wondering what the hell that little weird splurge of blue was. So obviously you get like maybe a list of stats here as things go on. Remember, at the end of each day, you will automatically pay wages to each of your workers. These wages can be adjusted within the Adjust Wages button in the information section of the building. Each business also has specific hours in which it operates. Outside of these hours, you can assign productions, but your workers will not do them until work begins. Makes sense. So, I select my bakehouse. In the production panel, click on the empty slot next to the portrait of the cart and add my little character. There we go. And then select my cart. With your cart selected, right-click in the area of the terrain near the market. So the market, I believe, is here. So what was the little symbol for that? Let's have a look quickly. I think it's this, like a stack of red coins. So red, look out for. And this is the market. So I want to right-click. Now come over here. And then if I can find the bakehouse, here you go. So you can see this person is now moving, and you've got the, oh, that was really sensitive. He's got the little person actually pushing this cart, which is really cool. I'll select the market to view the inventory. So, select the market. Oh, wrong thing. Select the market. I'll find the barley flour item and the eggs item, and then click on one of them to begin to trade. Use the scroll wheel or Q and E to adjust the quantity you want to buy and transfer, and we want at least 5 barley flour and 2 eggs. So let's go eggs first. So we do not want 56 eggs. We wanted just 2 eggs. Let's get 2 eggs. 2. Okay, and put that in there. Lovely. And as you saw, -10. Good book. Bought, and this changes. And then we wanted barley flour. Here we go. So, and this was 5. Let's go down. Lovely. So that was all done by the wheel, so it seems quite easy with the actual mouse wheel. Okay, so now that is done. Let's put that down. Now that you have some resources, you will need to offload them to your bakehouse. There are several ways to do this, but the easiest way is to use the Send Cart panel. Select my cart and select Send Cart. Okay, so on the bakehouse, I click that, and I click the Offload Goods, and it just automatically goes over there. So I was looking for like a Send Cart button, and it was a panel title. Okay, moving over here. Watching our little person move over. Oh, and unloaded automatically. Great, you now have enough flour at your bakehouse to produce some bread. So select my bakehouse in the production panel, this panel. Click the driver slot of your cart and unassign. So she will no longer be on the cart, and she just walks in there. Oh, there we go. Yep, done that. Click the empty slot next to your worker's portrait and select barley bread. So here we go. So I only had one option there, but I think there are multiple options, but it only comes up if you have the ingredients. I'll double check that if it comes up in the tutorial later. So great work. Your worker is now producing the goods. After the goods are produced, they will be added to the bakehouse's inventory. Each person needs to buy food to survive, so they will come to your bakehouse and buy the food that you produce, but you can also sell it at market for a quicker income. So basically, as it states there, as people get hungry, they will come and buy things from you, but if you have like surplus that you want to get rid of, go sell it. Employ and assign more workers to a single production will speed it up. Now we will buy an upgrade that will allow you to hire an additional worker. So I select my bakehouse, I'm already selected. Click on the upgrade. So this is the things here. So what have we actually got listed? We have wages, upgrades, which is what I want in a minute. Sell, so I assume I sell the building. Trading, and recipes. So let's go on this upgrade. And in the window, look for workspace upgrades. So here we go. And I want to upgrade that to 2. Yes, please. And that costs me some money. Now I have an additional work slot, you can employ another worker. So let's do that. And we will go for Sien of the Elton family. It's a very young worker, 17. I don't know actually how realistic it is with the times and ages, because really in medieval times it would be maybe 50 was extremely old. But I have, like, our lady here is 29. I think there's a couple of people that might have been on there a bit older. How old is he? 42. So I don't know how long characters actually live for in this day and age. So we've got a couple of 40s. So we'll see at what age people generally die. Okay, your new worker has now been assigned to the same production as your previous worker to speed it up. Let's do that, it's saying. To view all the productions that the bakehouse is capable of, open the recipes panel by clicking the recipes button in the information panel of the bakehouse. Each of those recipes has a series of requirements that will not be able to be produced unless they are met. The only requirement for barley bread is barley flour. Okay, so recipes here, and here we go. So we've got barley bread. What does that require? Barley flour and 2 eggs. That is a lie. It says only barley flour is required for barley bread, but it's not. It needs eggs. Fault there. Nothing major though. So you can always check that yourself anyway. Maybe they mean wheat bread, because yeah, wheat bread only requires wheat flour, so it might be that. Okay, objectives. Now we have covered the basics of producing goods with the bakehouse, we should expand our chain. Finally select the flour mill and buy the flour mill. Okay, so we're going to try and have a monopoly, tab to get out that, have a monopoly on actually the production of all this. So I think this is the mill. Let's zoom in. What have we got here? Oh, that looks like a mill to me. Look, you've even got someone pushing it. Well, let's zoom into that on it. So look at this little detail. You've even got like the wheel turning, the actual detail on it being stonework, and you've got this guy moving about. There's a lot of detail in this, which I'll go into more later if there's time in between, like night or something like that. But even here, look at all the little chickens and haystacks. There's a little pen. There is just so much for an alpha. Though there might be bugs and not as much content just yet, the actual work that's been put into just developing this, look, even the thatch work, look there. So it's really, really pretty game, actually. A lot's been put in there. Anyway, so let's buy the mill. Flour mill, Tutshire. Oh yeah, this is Tutshire for the tutorial, I assume. Okay, the flour mill is valued at 2,500. Yeah, I think I got enough. So let's buy it with employees, please. Great, you now own the flour mill and it has been added to your list of buildings. Each business comes with a new cart, and since we will be doing a fair bit of travelling between your bakehouse and flour mill, it will be a good idea to upgrade one of them. So select my cart. I have selected my cart and I'm meant to upgrade it to level 3. So here's the cart. Okay. So here it is. Now let's watch this. So upgrade to 2. Yes, I do wish to upgrade to 2. And now it's become like a 2-wheeled pull cart rather than what looks like a little hand lift when you've got a couple boxes in a warehouse or something. And then we go to 3 and we have a horse cart. We have a horse. It's walking off somewhere. It's a very pretty horse. Anyway. Okay, great. A horse cart is much more efficient. To produce flour, your flour mill will require either wheat or barley. Ensure your flour mill has enough wheat or barley and purchase additional from the market if required. Set your flour mill worker to produce flour. Feel free to upgrade and hire an additional worker. If it is taking too long, you can also speed up time with the plus key on your keyboard. Once the flour has been produced, load it onto your new horse cart. So, we already have some flour, and this is the production going on here, but I will take its advice and upgrade to have another workspace. So we've got one person there. I wonder if I add... Okay, we'll get Pierce of the Bennett family. And I've added that person. Who has a lot of eggs on him. I wonder, does he have a lot of stuff on him? No. Oh, is this him? Is this Pierce? Oh, this is Pierce and he's coming over. What are you going to get up to? Are you going to do anything? Oh wait, I need to put you on to do something. Let's put you on to make wheat flour as well. And he goes and just does it. So he'll go and push himself, which is great. I just love the little movements. You can actually watch people doing their work. That's not an inside view of this, so I'll have to look at one of the other buildings for that. Okay, click on this. No, click on this. Get wheat flour and put it into Casey the big cart. Okay. Now that you have your cart loaded up with flour, it's time to send it to your bakehouse. Select your horse cart, not house cart. Oh, and it's even little barrels. Look, the barrels on there, I didn't even notice that go on. And they're not completely full. I don't know if, like, the more you put on, the more these fill up. That would be quite cool to check out. Okay, so yeah, so click on this person, send to my bakehouse, offload, and return home. So, oh, he just jumped there. He teleported. Creepy horse. And now my horse is just bringing this over. So it's good to actually upgrade this because then your workers don't seem to need to do anything. The horse is very well trained and knows where it is going. So with this supply line, you can provide your bakehouse with flour and bake that flour into goods that people will buy from you. To further control your production chain, you could also purchase the farm and plant and harvest the wheat and barley yourself. After getting a few different buildings and carts, you may like to bind them to shortcut keys. This can be done by selecting something and then holding the control key and then pressing numbers 1 to 9. So let's try this out. So let's do control 1 with the bakehouse, control 2 with the flour mill, and if I click 1, yep, we're at the bakehouse, and if I click 2, we're at the flour. Lovely. Okay. When you have over 15,000 gold, your social class will be upgraded, allowing you to own more property. So, as the classic goes, you have more money, you go further places. So, just keep earning, guys. You have been given an additional 15,000 gold to play with, and the local farm and alehouse are now available for me to buy. The alehouse produces goods much in the same way as the bakehouse. The farm only produces raw resources, and you will need to manage the fields and corrals that come with it. For those that don't know, the corral is the pen with animals. I did not know that the first time out. Take this time to experiment with these additional buildings and then click done when you want to move on to the character tutorial. I did not want to click done just yet. Okay, give me one moment. I'll get rid of this and then I'll quickly just do everything. Now we'll go through the basics of using your player character to move around. We will not do that just yet. So firstly, I'm just going to quickly go on the farm and click buy, and I will buy with people. And so here we now have a whole load of control over this. So this is the field. If I actually hover over this, so what you've got, I've already got 3 hands in the farm, and I've got 1 field, 1 corral with animals, and a cart. So if I go on this, we've got the field, and I can choose what to plant. So I'm going to choose some barley, so that we've got that growing. And then we can also choose this. So I know that what can we actually make here? Let's double check that before I say I know anything. Oh, wheat, guys, make me wheat bread. So I just noticed that we don't have any more eggs to make that, so I've just put them straight onto production. And now it's really loud rain. So meat pie. Just 2 meat. So I assume I can make that from any animal. So let's change, rather than sheep, I'd like some piggies. Let's get some piggies. Oh! And they just changed, like that. Oh, weird magic going on there. Yeah, so there's that. And then the ale house, where was the ale house? Here we go. So this is the ale house, the other big building. Let's buy that. And here we are. So they've got porridge in here. So what do they make? Okay, they make ale, porridge, fish stew, meat, and soup. So they make a whole variety of obviously alcohol as well as food. So we now basically have monopoly on anything that makes food other than malt here. So we're very well fed. And again, workers, carts. Shall we have a look at the inside? And this is the inside. Look, guys. So you can actually see how much detail there is. You've got all the different barrels, the fire. You've got people coming in and eating. One or two of these might be our workers as well. Like, yeah, I think that's our worker there. And I think if I upgrade this, so let's get a brewer cellar. Yes, I wish to get a brewer cellar. And we go downstairs. Oh, go away. We now have this, and you can see down here as well. And look at the detail, like the detail in the ironworks, the woodwork. It's amazing. This is such a detailed game. It's so nice. So, oh, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Now, how do I get out of here? There we go. So we are now on the house. So let's go on with the tutorial. So this is the character tutorial, so how to move people about. Alright, right click anywhere on the terrain and your character will begin to move to a spot. Here we go, this is my little character moving over. If I double click twice, right click in the ground at any time that a cart is not selected will move your character to that spot. When you use the right click to tell your players to do a task or do an interaction. I think, wait a minute, if I double click, oh, and he runs, yeah. So if you right click, he walks. If you right click, double right click, he runs. Okay, ensure that one of your businesses is doing a production. So where's the nearest one? Bakehouse. Okay, and are they doing anything right now? It's 16. Ah, work is just finished. So is there anywhere? Oh, the ale house I think should still be open. Oh, have we rotated? We have rotated. Yeah, so this is still working until 8 o'clock. So right click on the building and click supervise. Where's my little guy? There he is. Zoom in to actually see the people. I think that's me. Stardog. Stardog. That sounds like I don't know, like I don't know. A rapper's name? Stardog. Not something I imagined in the medieval era, I have to admit. Anyway, back on track. Great work. Yay, we've got here. Some interactions can only be used every once in a while or under certain circumstances, and others can only be used while the other character is not busy. Unavailable interactions will show in red. Okay? What's this? So, so this just came up. So this one was obviously like a social class, when they said that we got the money. So your family's rise to prosperity has been noticed by those around you. Your family now has the social class of Gniat, which is there. Gniat, I honestly don't know, I'll check that. With this new class, you're entitled to own more land, as we have now got 2 more buildings, and any attempts you make to gain a position of power will be noticed. And then supervision. You decide your workers need a little motivation, so armed with nothing but your charm, you trot on over and begin dishing some out. It's going to take a while, but by the end of it, they'll be dripping with motivation and inspiration. You must continue to supervise until the buff is applied. Okay. Supervision. After yelling words of encouragement at your workers for some time, you notice that they seem to be working hard. Good work, Stardog. Oh, I love that name. Good work indeed. Okay, we already read that bit. So each person has an opinion of you. A person who really likes you might want to marry you, while someone who hates you might want to burn your house down. Wow, that's a bit severe. Oh, I don't like you, so I'm just going to burn your house down, hopefully with you in it. A simple way to boost relation with someone is to talk to them. Send your character to talk or flirt with someone by right-clicking on a different character and selecting the appropriate interaction. So let's zoom in. Okay, who have we got? Oh, that seems like a lady. So let's just chat with. What are the options there? So what? Okay, we can chat with, we can select. So I don't know what that means. Yell at, punch, proclaim hate, or follow. Okay, so there's not much good there. There's just a lot of let's beat the crap out of you. Great work. Most interactions have a cooldown before they can be used again. You can keep track of all the people you have interacted with opening the people window. So that's this one here. Oh, people here. Thank you. And here we go. So we've got up here, I think most of these are employees. I think that's the lady well, one of these are the ladies that I just spoke to. Okay. This will show all the people you have met and sort them by relations so you can always find them. Your relationships with each person is displayed as a gem. Red for unfriendly, blue for neutral, green for friendly, and purple for love. So everyone right now is neutral to me. Cool. As you gain higher relations with someone, more interactions will become available with them, which can result in marriage and children. There are many interactions that your player can do. Find and right-click an apple tree or a bush, then select forage to send your character to pick the fruit. Okay, so let's just zoom out and... Okay, there's one... Oh, Jesus. There's one right there. Here we go. This has got a nice little star over the top of it. Let's right-click it and forage. Click on your character and watch as he collects fruit. Pick at least 3 fruit. A fruit tree is now marked with a green pointer. Oh, I didn't even read that bit. I had to zoom in and zoom out for that. And let's speed up as he's doing so. And, oh, you saw that at the top here, so no arrows, and now 4 is the max. Oh, and here we go, into his storage overview, and just adds fruit and goes. And you can get into consume, what can you put on? So you can put on all these different things, which I think give you bonuses. Just like all the AI characters, your player has needs. While it isn't essential to survive, allowing your characters to eat, sleep and keep warm will boost their immune system, which will help keep away certain diseases. Oh, 1 minute, we can slow down there. Ooh, not pause. If you prefer not to manage the hunger and tiredness of your character, you can turn these off in the option menu. However, you will still need to keep them warm in winter, which can be achieved by sitting near fires. Not setting fires, unless I suppose you could sit near a house burning. Or wearing a coat. Now you have some fruits, you'll be able to feed your character. Select my character. I already selected. I lie. Select my character. There we go. Click the fruit in your pan inventory and place it in the consume slot. So click. I'm trying to. Oh, I double click it. Okay, and I put in, and he eats it. Eating enough food will grant you the well-fed buff, which will boost your immune system. Going too long without food will have the opposite effect. Remember, this can be turned off. Okay. Consume. There we go. I assumed that was the point. So I am well-fed. Oh, I am now well-fed. Where's the rest of the objective? Remember, this can be turned off in. There we go. Hello? Oh, they're talking to each other. She has come to talk to me. But she's married. No, I think that's what that means. I assume that's like a marriage symbol. I don't seem to be able to see the rest of the objectives here, guys. Am I missing something? Let's have a quick look. Okay, I just ate again and it seemed to have made objective happy. Okay, great work. You can also send your character to buy food from an alehouse. If they have any in stock, by right-clicking on the alehouse and selecting buy food. You can also store food in your house and then eat it directly from there by right-click on your house and selecting eat. Any family members who live with you will also store food in the house and eat it. The other optional need is to ensure you get enough sleep. Right-click on your house. That is not my house. Where is my house? Which one is mine? This one here. That one? Let's cheat. There we go, that one. And sleep. And what were the options there? So we have relax, enter, and sleep. What does the inside of my house look like? Ah, this is the inside of my house. So we have a little pot, which I would assume might be where they go for the toilet. But otherwise, we've got furniture, bottles, candles, not very comfy looking beds, and nice little inkwell. So for his worth, and in the day and age, to be able to read and write would have been really, really high. So I assume, I don't know if that was there before. I don't know if that's an upgrade that's come with the house as being a Guinness, or whether that is something that's always been there. So we have to look at that maybe another time. Once your character is no longer tired, they will stop sleeping. If your character becomes too tired, they will be hit with a tired debuff, which will reduce their immune system. If you upgrade your beds... Oh, you can upgrade your beds, okay. To better beds, you will be given a well-rested buff when you sleep in with them, which keeps you rested for longer and boosts your immune system. There are also certain interactions your character can do in a specified area. He can pickpocket, waylay, beg, and entertain. While your character is doing any of these interactions, he will automatically interact with the people and carts around him, depending on what interaction it is. Find an area that looks like it would get a lot of foot traffic, so near a road or market. Hold right click over the spot in the terrain long enough for your cursor to flash. It will then pop up a radial menu. Select entertain. So let's go to the market. There we go, and entertain. And let's just speed up to get in there. Is it my character? There he is. And there we go. So I'm playing that. I actually don't know what. It almost looks like heart, but I'm sure it's not heart. Anyone knows what it's called? Tell me in the description below. Comments below. Apologies. Great work. People walking by may stop to listen and pay you a few coins. Ah, so easy money earned. When you want to finish any interaction, you can simply move your character away from the spot. That covers the basics of character movement and interaction. There are quite a few other interactions your character can do. Fishing, waylaying, arson, burglary. I just feel like there's this tiny list of good things you can do, and then criminal. Everything else is be a criminal. I don't know if that's just how it's perceived of the day, but yeah. So let's just go burn something. So take your time to explore the map and so assume that's meant to say a bit, and play with various interactions. Then click done to quit the tutorial. So I just quickly want to burn a house because this is an option. So the guards are away. Oh, it's coming in. Run, run. You have nothing to do with this. Oh my god, look at all the people coming in. They put it out. I do not feel guilty anymore. We could literally go on a burning spree. Oh, it's a butcher. That's another thing. What else is there? Let's quickly have a look around, guys. So, we own all this. And, okay, what was this? This is the thing that I didn't know what it was. Oh, it's a mine. So, any precious materials, gold, ores, woodcutter's heart. I think that's another woodcutter's heart. Yeah. Oh, and there was my wages coming out. So don't expand too quickly, guys, because you have to pay people. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing. And leave the comments below of anything that you like about, obviously, the tutorial. It's just a tutorial at the moment. There'll be more videos to come on actual gameplay and seeing how far we can get with our family-to-be. And let me know what you would like to see or any questions that you have about the game. Thank you very much, guys, and have a lovely day. Bye!